Hi, I'm Graham and welcome back to Man vs Film. Gold is the latest movie starring Matthew McConaughey and Edgar Ramirez and Bryce Dallas Howard and a host of other character actors that you have probably seen before in plenty of movies. Now this revolves around Kenny Wells, a man who is desperate for that last break, just any kind of break whatsoever, that he can make some money. He knows what he wants to do. He just needs a little bit of luck, a little bit of somebody to support him, give him the money to help make more money. And he stumbles across Michael Acostas, who is played by Edgar Ramirez. And this guy is someone that can take him into the heart of Indonesia, where not a lot of prospectors have been, and find gold. And that is exactly what's happened. He manages to bankroll this operation to go into the Indonesian jungle, drill for gold, sheer hope that they are going to find something, and they do. And that's just the beginning of their troubles when they stumble across this massive gold mine. Gold is one of these movies that you see the trailer and you think you know the exact plot, and you kind of do. It's disappointing in the fact that it doesn't really add anything new to this kind of biography, rags to riches kind of tale that we've seen before, and we've seen done a lot better before. Now McConaughey is good, although the fake teeth are kind of prominent and not great. Edgar Ramirez is great as always, and Bryce Dallas Howard is pretty good as well, but you never get a fully fledged picture of these characters other than McConaughey's Kenny Wells. And yes, you do get a full picture of that character, and he's not a particularly nice character. He's kind of deadbeat, pompous, desperate at certain points, wants to do the best that he can, wants recognition for what he did, and he just didn't ring as a completely great character to watch. He's kind of not that interesting. Like I said, it's a rags to riches, other things happen, which I don't want to spoil in the movie review for you in case you're going to watch it. But the final sort of third of the movie, where everything begins to unravel, as it always does in these movies. We've seen it in The Wolf of Wall Street and movies of similar ilk, you know, where this guy who's not particularly nice, but in this case he's not very charismatic either, make a great deal of waves. They don't really fit in with the system, and the system kind of kicks them back down again. Now, what I did find very interesting, and this is the problem with the movie in my eyes, is Michael Acostas. His tale is the far more interesting of the pairing's tale, and I would much rather he be the lead of the movie and we follow his story rather than Kenny Wells. Now Kenny Wells is the American in this story, so we have to follow him. But like I said, Michael Acostas' story, when it gets to the end of the movie, you realise that that's where the focus should have been in the movie, and that's why the movie could have been a lot better than what it is. It starts off with some nice photography as it gets to Indonesia, and then you realise that they're shooting for a couple of days. It's a small location. It doesn't really show much more of the island other than that. When you're in the city, it's small office spaces. It doesn't have any grandiose about it. It feels like a small movie. You have the main couple of characters, and then you have characters floating in and out, but nobody really grabs the screen and grabs attention. It doesn't draw you in the way you want it to. You're hoping it to. It's a movie about gold, what gold does to a person, how it can change their spirit, make them, you know, sort of greedy and more vicious like, and alter a personality, but you never really get that from the movie. I wanted so much more with gold than what I actually got. It was slightly disappointed. It's something I don't think I'll go back to again. Maybe in a few years I'll give it another chance, but I know it's going to come off as something that I've seen before, but seen better. I'm going to give Gold 2 out of 5. I wish it could have been so much more. If you've seen it, let me know what you think about it. Do you think the better story would have been with Michael Acostas' Edgar Ramirez character? Don't you think that is a far more interesting aspect of the story? Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time on Man vs Film.